本次播间还收留被无聊 vtuber 伤害的滴滴们，给各位滴滴一个温暖家。新店开业，品质保证，龙泉沙当铺店服务值得信赖。回收冰箱、彩电、洗衣机，粉丝团灯牌，牛啊，舰长、提督、总督，什么都收，好坏都要。本次播间还收留被无聊 vtuber 伤害的滴滴们，给各位滴滴一个温暖家。新店开业，品质保证，龙泉沙当铺店服务值得信赖。回收冰箱、彩电、洗衣机，粉丝团灯牌，牛啊，舰长、提督、总督，什么都收，好坏都要。本次播间还收留。
晚上好，咱们继续。哎呀，咱们继续。1999。看这是到哪儿了
？I'm happy that you let us show you around, Miss Vinsong. We haven't had many other visitors here since the critters started coming near the town.
这是
Good heart together.
啊，这个昨天看过，应该是该这个。
What's this? Are you planning on getting a job with Xeno too?
Huh?
It says here you've been staying in this town for months, but it seems you're not on our list for potential recruitment from Ryashki. I should remind you, for you researchers, what you produce tells much more about you than your efforts.
That's precisely why I'm here.
Go on.
Based on the recent investigations, I'm confident that there is a new energy source in the area that has yet to be discovered.
And that's it? We already believed there was something here when we sent you out in the first place. You were sent here to find it. Instead, all you do is confirm what we already knew.
But you said that perpetual energy was just a myth, didn't you?
Of course it wasn't just a myth, lady. Why else would we ask you to investigate here in the first place? Do you have anything else to report?
No, but I do need your help. I will need an armed squad to come with me to the mining sites so that I can continue my investigations into this subject. I'm afraid I don't know how long it will take. It also depends on the number of soldiers you can spare for the task.
You have a terrible sense of humor.
I'm not being funny. You want more research on the new resource too, don't you?
Miss Vinsong, do you really think this is even a remotely reasonable request? Critters are running rampant in the area, and you demand help to verify what is, as far as I can see, a highly questionable conclusion. Why should I waste Xeno's time and resources on this? Not to mention, putting the lives of our soldiers at risk.
If you have doubts, please take a look at these files.
And let me guess. You learned all this from your study of ley lines? To date, the theory of ley lines has neither been approved by the Arcane Study Review Association, nor accepted by the Project Assessment of Human Science and Technology. It has 0 academic achievements, 0 endorsements, and aside from the questionable example in front of me, 0 researchers.
That's all only a temporary setback.
Ms. Vinsong, I sympathize with the awkward situation I have put you in. However, Xeno simply cannot afford to waste resources on a proposal without any solid evidence.
I will give you something. All I need is a bit of help up front, I promise. Did you not come here to deal with these critters? Then what's the fuss about? Can't you deal with them while accompanying me to these mining sites as well?
I'm afraid you've got our intentions altogether wrong. Xeno is here for one thing only. A source of perpetual energy. This is what you have been tasked to find, with the resources you were given. We won't approve any further requests until you have a solid lead. We aren't paying you for a charity mission.
So then you never planned on controlling the critters here? The squad you brought here was to control the town?
A force sufficient to deal with the critters would have attracted unwanted attention from our rivals. It is not in our interests to share this town or its resources. I'm sure you can see that.
So even if we do find the resource for you, you won't leave this town or its people alone.
We're talking about the ultimate energy source of Arcanum. Do you think we will just walk away and leave it to be squandered by a bunch of ignorant peasants and miners?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
是不是最后这种什么永恒能源是个伏笔？
What we are going to do with Ryashki should be of no concern to you. We have made every arrangement for them. We aren't monsters. Before the final decision is made, we will continue to help the locals as much as we can. Including you.
Is this?
You seem surprised. Isn't it what you have always
哎，
wanted?
对他们有人说那上面的标是霍格沃
With
兹，
Xeno's endorsement,
是不是要有联
you
动
will？be able to teach your program in any university.
其实联动霍格沃兹真的是很那个什么。
We have prepared
非常好的
this
选择。
gesture of our good faith in you. Now, it's your turn to show yours. Forget about an armed squad. They have more important things to do. You're on your own, my friend. But prove to us that you can do this job and bring us the best answer you can give. And this piece of paper will be yours when you complete your mission.
I understand.
See that you do. Good luck out there, Miss Winsong.
Was I out of my mind? He was just trying to get me out of his office. He threw a carrot out of the window and I chased right after it like a blinded mule. Still. Maybe this carrot is too good to let go. Focus. Once I fill the gaps in my data, I will be able to pitch it to Zeno, and all subsequent research won't be a problem anymore. The primary food sources for Hoytuk are raw minerals underground. Those processed metals only keep them from starving to death. They wouldn't have gone across any icy ocean just to gnaw on old equipment and trash. All I need to do is find a trace of their activities so that I can learn about their current conditions, and from there, locate their other food sources. Stay calm. Hoytuk are gentle creatures. They rarely attack humans. I just need to be cautious. All right, change of direction. If I were to look down instead of looking forward, maybe I should scan the area and follow where the ley energy is leading, just like I did at Silbury Hill. Of course, I hope the outcome will be different this time. Before all that, I need to clear out this place. Природа — это числа и черты. Природа — это мозаика цветов. Shoot. Now I've done it. Those vestigial digging teeth, the 3 fingers long tearing teeth, these are not Hoytuk. These scaled wings must be for swimming. Then you must be... Mutant Kikituk from the Olga area.
好，变种都出来了。
You should be at the Olga Strait hunting for migrating salmon and whales, not here. Why would you come here? What inspired you to trek across the ocean just to hunt for humans? Damn it! It seems while their claws and teeth have degraded, their reflex is much quicker than a Hoytuk's. They perceived my approach even though I used my ley line reader as a dampener.
Get out! Get out of here! I'll cover you!
老哥还是很给力的。
Thank you, sir. Yevgeny, the kids told me about a can pile. Is it nearby?
Can pile? They must be talking about our waste metal. I'm afraid it's gone, Miss Winsong. Maybe animals dug it all out, or maybe those little monsters ate it.
Do you know if that happened before or after the Runian mines ran dry?
I'm not sure. You shouldn't be here. There's nothing of value to find in this place. And you're not supposed to be using this arcane equipment here either. We have a better way to deal with these fierce little monsters. What you're doing will just attract more of them.
You can drive away the Kikituks?
Not anymore. We don't have much left to fight them off with. Zeno didn't bring any equipment for our team, let alone any weapons. Go. Leave before it's too late.
What if I don't want to just give up?
I've seen your residence application. You say you are a researcher. Then you should be clever enough not to go down a fruitless and dangerous path.
I admit that what I am doing here is reckless. And maybe I'm just motivated by my own selfish interests. But I can't just walk away from my commitments. You have lived in Ryashki for a long time. You know what commitment means here much better than I do. I won't give it up so easily. Just like the people here won't give away their land like nothing.
It's stubbornness. That's all. They should have gone to other places and put their talents to good use, rather than staying here to fight for nothing.
Is that why you gave away the town so easily to Zeno? Do you really even know your neighbors?
I have lived and worked together with them for decades. Don't be ridiculous. I agree with Zeno's perspective.
I've been to many places, and I have encountered many people like you. Stuck-up leader types. Making decisions on behalf of other people because it's what's good for them.
And they should listen, just as you should now.
欢迎自动不准机，晚上好，晚上好。
It's my responsibility to protect everyone, to do right by them. I will make them see it tomorrow at the hearing.
自动不准机说，摸摸。
晚上好，晚上好。新来的剧情就写的太慢了。这都第10章了，这故事感觉还没开始呢，刚刚开始，前面太长。
自动不准机说，手游是这样的。
People of Ryashki,
前面太无
my
聊，是
dear
他
friends,
你整个看下来之后，其实还好。
over the past
写
2
的其实挺
days,
不错的，
Zeno
但
has
是
assessed the potential
就
risks
前面
and
太长，
benefits in
又
the
臭又
area
长。
and held
其实也不
hearings
臭吧，
on what
就
should be
长。
done about the future of this town. Our hearings saw very limited attendance. We've taken that to be a gesture of approval. Mr. Evgeny has put in a great effort helping to make these changes happen. We all owe him a great deal.
自动不准机说
Thank you, sir.
剧情太快，游戏后期就没得做了。
其实它可以缩短一章的剧情，比如说，你看这一章16分钟，可以缩短到10分钟。
Please believe that we have made the best decision we could for you.
剧情写少点不就完了吗？ 或者是他把那个
We all know the runium here has run dry.
一些
And the land
后
has been
续精彩的
exhausted
剧
of
情拉长一
all
点，
further material
前面这些
wealth.
铺垫减少一点。
Now and into the foreseeable future. As a result, your local processing factory has lost its intended purpose. What's more, Sino has changed our cooperation strategy. Though your town's loyalty will never be forgotten, we must have a sober-minded view of its costs and benefits. To sum up, our final decision is that we will be ending operations and all future cooperation between Sino and Ryashki.
Well, Mr. Bertolt, you have just got here. Perhaps you didn't have enough time to get to know us well enough. Ryashki's value is not just in Arunium. We have many other factories too.
Yes, you have a brick factory, a power plant, many forklifts, a smattering of conveyor belts. But all these were all built and suited for only the processing of runium ore. Without the ore, they simply have no benefit to us. Now that you have full knowledge of the situation and our intentions, we want to assure you that your loyalty has not been forgotten. So we have generously prepared 2 choices for the future of Ryashki. Firstly, Sino believes that you have many valuable qualities. The determination and skills you've shown in the past year of our cooperation have proved that your people can be a great asset to us. Indeed, many of you already meet the entrance requirements to join Sino. Therefore, on behalf of Sino Arms Academy, I wish to extend a heartfelt invitation to you. Leave Ryashki, join us, and work for one of our other branches as members of Sino.
What are you saying? You want us to abandon our home for some promise of a job?
Calm down, Mr. Knut. This is not about abandoning your home. It's about joining us in our efforts to contribute to world peace through a more optimized allocation of manpower.
So you're just going to pack us all up and ship us away to work for Zeno?
You misunderstand, madam. Every year, Sino dismisses 4% of our employees because they failed to pass our rigorous work reviews. And the number of our colleagues that are killed in the line of duty is even larger still. Working for Sino is a privilege, not a gift. That's why only a small number of you will be allowed to come and work for us. What? Now, according to Article 58 in the section on protection of Arcane sites signed at the Event Horizon Convention, we provide basic supplies for any residents who haven't been offered a position with Zeno. They will be transferred immediately to the nearest relief station until our social workers contact them for further arrangements.
So then, you're suggesting you will send our children and elderly away to some kind of refugee station. And the rest of us must go to work for Zena without any questions? Pridurak! This is total rubbish!
Sir, please lower your voice.
Well, you would be glad to know that your work experience in particular is valuable to Sino, Mr. Knut. If you're not interested in our first plan, we have another. If the residents in the area prove reluctant to relocate, Sino can offer another alternative. As stated earlier, Rayashki is a remote town that possesses some significant industrial infrastructure. Therefore, it could be considered an ideal location for a new complex of arms factories. There would be a need to substantially upgrade the Rayashki Wharf to turn it into one of the seaports Sino plans to build across the globe. Additionally, a radio station will be constructed within the town, which will better facilitate our communications throughout the Arctic region so as to stabilize and coordinate with the other powers in the area. We will now be passing out forms, listing the options I've presented. Please fill them in with your choice.
So your only other option is to turn Rayashki into some kind of military base under Xeno's control?
I won't put it so bluntly, but you're not incorrect. Our resources, as much as anyone's, are limited, and they must be put to good use. We cannot afford to waste them on strategically useless, costly people and places. If you want Sino to help you, you should be able to give us something in return. Don't you agree?
So, Yevgeny, this is the best choice you made for all of us?
I must speak in Mr. Evgeny's defense. He is committed to his duty and only wishes to do what he can for his compatriots.
Shameless! All you've done is sold us out!
You tell them, Knut.
Do you think it's getting a bit windy lately? Clearly, with all the hot air in Evgeny's head, his mind has been blown away.
I swear to you, I'm not doing this out of my own interest. Comrades, there are many better places in this world, and you have better purposes to fulfill. You shouldn't waste your time here.
Let's all calm down, my friends. It's time to be reasonable. Think carefully. Sino has been very generous regarding the offers before you.
Generous? Now that's ridiculous. We won't let you take away our family and friends, nor are we about to let you turn our town into a puppet state.
We will stay here, no matter what.
Comrades, I understand how you feel right now. But we must face the cruel reality of our situation.
And you're willing to send away our own people, or give up on all we've built here because of this so-called reality?
It is the only way forward. If we continue to stay here without any help, it will be the end of us either way.
Do we have to turn to Xeno for this help?
The truth is, just as Rayashki's economy has been dependent on Arunian, we remain dependent on Xeno. Without them, at the present rate of consumption, we will be out of supplies and materials within a year.
The situation looks bad. Zeno is determined to gain control over this place. But if I complete the task as Zeno requested, does it mean... I will shatter their dream? And what about my dream? Did the people who refused to acknowledge the study of ley lines act out of the same self-interest? I've seen this happen so many times before. A simple dream is made to face a cruel reality, where the clever ones give up and leave, and the stubborn fools remain, waiting to be crushed. We asked for our misery.
Wait! I'm not finished!
But I am, Miss Villa.
Sir, with all due respect, I can't complete this task alone. As any ordinary researcher, I can relate to them. Please, forgive me for interrupting. I have heard so much about Ryashki these days. They started from nothing, but bit by bit they accomplished the impossible. Their voice should be heard. Природа — это числа и черты.
有一说一，他这个念咒真的很像哈利波特，就这么仔细这么一想。
Mr. Boto, we can't hold them any longer.
一直不知道为什么要带两个输出。
Now, will you listen to me? We don't need your help. Your soldiers and your tyranny are no longer welcome here.
哎呦 ，BGM 起来了。
Comrades, what do you say? Shall we solve the problem with the strength of our own hands and hearts?
What else can we do? This is what we've always done when there was a problem.
There will be more solutions than problems if we work together.
If I must die, I will die here with all of you.
Just stop talking nonsense, you idiot. Nobody is going to die.
Ryashki belongs to all of us. We will stand with it till its last moment.
They might say they're just ordinary people, but they are so brave and noble. Could I really have traded the future of these people away from my ley line studies? Zeno. I was a mule chasing after a carrot on a stick. They lured me here all so I could help ruin everything.
You seem to be in a good mood.
We taught Zeno a lesson. They were forced to leave with their devil's bargains and tails stuck behind them. We fought back, finally.
A nice little trick that was. Thank you, Comrade Winsong. We all know who the mysterious hero was that gave us a helping hand.
I didn't do anything.
It's no shame to have helped your friends, not to mention to stand up to Zeno. Have more confidence in yourself, Comrade Winsong.
But will you really gain anything from this fight?
Not sure. But we have to do something, right? That's why I'm here.
To talk to me? I don't know why, but Miss Vila, you must have thought too much of me. In fact, I'm only a simple researcher. I'm not powerful enough to change Zeno's decision.
You are the one thinking too much, Comrade Winsong. Your ley line lessons were much more popular than you think. They have had a positive effect on the children. Now they are looking at the bigger picture and observing the world in a more detailed way. You've unleashed their curiosity. Is the aurora the bubbles spit out by the stars? They form such a beautiful map. Do they study ley lines too?
But it remains the case that the study of ley lines has never been verified. For all its ambitions, only a limited number of people studied it in the past decades, and that number is decreasing even now.
What you're looking at is not some skin problem, but my past. My past as a Rusalka.
Rusalka? You mean the mermaid from folklore?
My people used to live in a far secluded place in the north, away from the humans. For hundreds of years there was only hostility, plunder and slaughter between us and them. We only started to learn more about each other in the last few decades, and then I was born. It's been a hard life growing up within human society, but I've become used to it. Still, some things never got easier. Most humans still thought I was a freak. They welcomed me with mocking, sarcasm and contempt for my people, my heritage. As for the Rusalki, they too found the half-blooded mermaid unacceptable. They didn't approve of my living among the humans, forcing me to live as a fugitive in Moscow and St. Petersburg. They tried to catch me by every means possible, so they could wash away the stain they saw in me.
That sounds very difficult.
Humans have stigmatized and hunted the Rusalki for centuries, while Rusalki still have the instinct to attack and plunder human ships even now. How are they supposed to make peace in such little time? That was what I thought years ago. Then I came to this town. A wonderful world where humans and Rusalki could live in peace. I was finally convinced. In Rayashki, everyone can make contributions with their skills, whether you are a human, a Rusalka, or a ley line researcher.
直接招募了。
I don't mean to give you more stress or push you. You will always be our friend, whatever your choices. But this is not an unreachable dream. It's real.
The editor of the environmental research agreed to publish our report, finally! But he only gave us 5,000 words. On the last few pages. Undoubtedly, it's still a good start. Our first step to reviving the study of ley lines.
That's it, I give up. Maybe I'll study something else, like urban planning or landscape design. At least I can make a living that
其实比
way.
较好奇北方少哥的个人剧情，是不是讲他这段研究的故事？
The study of ley lines is outdated. Everyone agrees now that it can't be verified by science. This whole study was a dead end. Ley lines are only a baseless theory of arcanum.
I tried talking about our study of ley lines with other arcanists, but almost no one has ever heard of it. They are more interested in Laplace's breakthroughs. Or anecdotes in their own fields, like the chaotic energy sampling mentioned in the paper written by the Butterfly of Lorentz.
So, maybe it is an unreachable dream? I do wish I could help, but it would take a lot of resources to verify the theory behind ley lines. There may be even danger and sacrifice. Even Zeno has paid little attention to my research. They only see it as a means to an end. Researchers in other fields can stand on the shoulders of giants, while I don't even have a school to return to. I doubt that the study of ley lines will help you much.
I see. Well, thank you for your honesty, Comrade Winsong.
I'm sorry.
До скорой встречи.
До встречи, Вилла.
Wait! Comrade Winsong! Don't forget your next lesson. The children are still waiting.
But the town is...
Life must continue, comrade. We can't let our worries stop us.
Okay. Class is over. Thank goodness I still remember the basic premises of ley lines and biology. Feel free to ask me any questions. Oh, cheer up, little ones. There won't be any exams for this subject.
Miss Winsong, are you going to dig up those potatoes alone again? Is there anything we can do to help you? Miss Vila said we will work together to beat the critters out there. That we will find their weakness as long as we finish the map with you.
Just like how you taught us to. Kikirin are not dangerous at all. They are plant-eating critters and pose little threat to humans.
I have ropes, flowers, and white gloves. We will dig up a lot of potatoes together. Bjorkar is strong. He can move any rocks that are in our way. Nina can prepare a kettle of warm water for everyone. And
I'm sorry, little ones. I wish I could verify all the theories we've been working on, but... As you can see, a critical part is missing. It might take months to finish it. Besides, there may be even more dangerous critters in that area.
then the town will become the witch's new castle. Or perhaps an empty castle.
Quiet, children. Wipe your tears and cheer up. Our Ayashki will stand strong.
Really?
But what are you going to do? Vila, I hope you aren't seriously considering Xenos.
Of course not. They might try, but we will never give in. No matter what, for now, we must find a way to protect our town. We will need a shelter from these critters. We've all decided to stay. Look outside, children. Each and every one of us is doing what we can to hold our town together.
Knut's factory is spitting out puffy bubbles?
The workers are going to transform the abandoned factories into something useful. They're cleaning the ore and debris there. Not an easy job. After that, we will start new production lines and cooperate with the surrounding cities. We will grow potatoes, breed fish, and make canned food. We will find our strength together.
Are we putting makeup on the factories? We can paint their faces and put beautiful garlands on them. So what is Mr. Patrick doing? Everyone's waiting in line.
I'm sorry, August. I think we will have to live without our tin hats and Comrade Blinchik for a long time. They are signing on to a reform of our rationing. To transform our factories, we need to cut down the budget for the canteen.
Oh, thank you for your sacrifice, Comrade Blinchik. You deserve a medal and some chocolate.
Look! The bulldozers are tearing down those houses.
Yes, we all agreed to exchange some of our living space for more land to grow food.
Price is much higher than it first seemed. Is it worth it?
Of course. You cannot find what we have here in Zeno's barracks or in the relief camp. You can't find it anywhere in the world. Think about the old comrades and the babies. They're the past and the future of Rayashki. How could we leave them behind or subject them to Zeno's whims? No one shall ever be abandoned in Rayashki.
I think people out there would be envious if they saw what you are doing here.
We really aren't doing anything so special. We're only doing our job, our duty to one another.
There are lots of conflicts out there. Conflicts like the one between humans and Rusalki. Like the ones that mocked the study of ley lines and dissolved our school. They did so simply because it might take from their funds or steal their glory. Everyone forever building walls just to keep separated from each other. Hoarding whatever they could get their hands on. Then they blame the aftermath, the harm they do to others on cruel realities. Cruel reality. It seems to be everyone's mortal enemy, the cause of all suffering, war, greed, the perfect excuse to never care.
But things are different in Rayashki. They took me in unconditionally when I came here, and they stayed friendly for a week, a month, a year, and even now. So naturally, it became my dream too. Everyone here shares a beautiful dream. A dream that we can work and enjoy life together. That someday, there will be no more conflicts between people or worries about tomorrow. That everyone will be able to work to achieve their passions, whatever field they wish to pursue. A utopia. It's not just a way of life for now, but the future we're always trying to reach. I've spread the study of ley lines in Rayashki, along with its potential. They showed great interest. The study tells us about the secrets that could lie beneath the earth after all. Perhaps it will bring hope to Rayashki.
But I'm not one of you.
You
欢
taught
迎
the
比利，
children
晚上好，
something
晚
new,
上好，比
and you
利
helped us explore our town's
3546
potential,
66，晚上好，晚上好。
didn't you? Everyone here is more than happy to help you. You know, Comrade Knut has been boasting about the assistance he was able to provide for your studies. And many others are envious. They want to help you too. More importantly, you already have a group of curious students here willing to study your theory. Now, allow me to ask you again, Comrade Winsong. Would you hold a lecture on ley lines for all the citizens of Rayashki?
Even though my research doesn't have any endorsements or achievements?
Of course. Perhaps we can be the first to endorse it after your lecture.
You're being far too obvious in your recruitment tactics.
The world is not a beautiful place. Poverty, privilege, egoism, exclusivism, so many problems. But that doesn't mean it can't get better in the future. Perhaps the experiment we're doing in Rayashki now will become the symbol of a better future. A new world where all races and ideas can coexist. Well, of course it may fail and end up a ruin. But at least we've tried. We love our home, and we're ready to devote our lives to it.
I can't shake the feeling you're inviting me aboard a leaky boat that could sink at any moment.
Maybe, Comrade Winsong. But should we sink, remember your friend is a Rusalka, and we do well underwater.
What an honor. Today, I'm going to introduce the study of ley lines and the progress of my research on the Rayashki. Thanks to your help, I have finished the drafts of the town's ley energy map. And I have confirmed the presence of many precious resources.
Through these colorful lines?
These lines and spots show us the state of local ley energy. Each color represents a different concentration of creatures or minerals. Simply put, this area covered in frozen earth and frost contains many rich resource veins. These gray marks symbolize them. They are located in most of the corners of the map, all of them outside of town.
Oh, maybe that's why Grandpa said we couldn't grow anything here in the beginning. They eventually solved that problem by importing rich black topsoil for our fields.
As for the runium you've mined to make a living, look at the dark gray marks. According to the map, they are becoming increasingly scattered and faint, so it can be hard to see them. Besides resources, we can also find concentrations of different creatures using the map. The navy blue marks represent the Kikirn, while the aqua green ones represent the mutant Kikirn from the wharf. They feed on plants, and you can find their traces in many corners of the town. The red-brown marks are the Kikituks, an aggressive species. They're vicious by nature and prey on just about anything arcane they can find. Even other creatures.
I feel as though my head is going to explode from all this new information. Can you explain a little simpler for this old workhorse, Comrade Winsong?
Of course. This sample comes from a Kikituk in the mine. I took it with Mr. Yevgeny's help.
Seems like just a normal piece of fluff, no matter how I look at it.
Yes, and in most people's eyes, it's nothing more than that. But in a lay hunter's eyes, it reveals a great deal of information. The navy blue marks and the red-brown ones seem to mix together, and there are also dark gray ones popping out among them. So, it looks like our Mr. Kikituk ate well. Perhaps he had a kikin soup with arunium-flavored kefir.
Looks like these critters have realized our dream long before we could.
But what about those black marks? If my memory serves me right, the map you just showed us had those black marks too.
Yes, but they don't match any creature or resource we know. I believe it represents a new kind of resource.
Oh. Well, where is it then?
We can only find the answer in this area here.
You mean in the depths of the mine?
The ley energy is emanating from there. Afterwards, it flows throughout the food chain, passing through all kinds of creatures and materials before eventually returning to its source. Then our new resource is probably somewhere there.
So we need to find it. Then we won't have to put up with Zeno anymore. But do you have any other proof?
Of course. Remember the critter you found in the mine, Mr. Knut?
Yes.
欢迎
You said it was
比利
called
722，晚上好，晚上好。
Hoituk, a subspecies of Kikituk. They live underground and feed on minerals.
That was around the time we had begun to run out of rhodium.
Is that so? But they were still there. Perhaps even more active than usual. That could only mean they were attracted by some other mineral or energy source, right? And even though I didn't find any further Hoituks during my research, I did find the Olga mutants, one of their close relatives. Since they are social creatures, my discovery must prove the presence of some of these Hoituks, even if we cannot find them yet.
But in the end, this is all just conjecture. Are we really going to waste all our time and money on your assumptions? Or can you prove it's something more than conjecture?
I would call it a preliminary conclusion.
But could it be endorsed by any authorities or proven theories?
So far, no.
其实这老哥也不是说故
So
意那个
then
啥，
it is little more than a fairy tale. Am I right?
他也得为大家负责，所以
I
才
admit,
提出
it's a
反对意
gamble.
见。
It's never easy to dig, you know. And Zeno has already withdrawn all their own equipment. All we have left in Ryashki are some outdated machines. Besides, Miss Winsong mentioned the critters. Maybe their presence there is some kind of proof, but they are themselves a danger. It is obvious that there will be many more critters there than near the town. And you would have us waste time Perhaps even sacrifice our comrades to pursue what could just be a fairy tale?
There is no doubt the cost is simply too high. Who would be foolish enough to dig some holes in the wild just to see if there are critter bones in there? The answer is very clear. We don't need new kind of geography mixed with arcane. Let's save everybody some trouble. Conclusion: the application for Project Ley Line should be rejected.
Agreed. Even cranks can apply for research funds nowadays.
Keep moving, Comrade Winsong. Keep moving.
The
people of Rayashki don't back down in the face of their problems.
精神支柱，我操！精神领袖。
Whatever it is, we can fix it together, right? I approve of Comrade Winsong's proposal.
Me too!
That's right. This is not a gamble or a fairy tale. Here's a ley line simulator. It can simulate the creatures on the ley energy map, so we can do further analysis.
Is it able to simulate the critters too?
Certainly. Simulating critters is lesson 1 in the ley line textbook. We can use the simulation to carry out targeted training against the critters.
Looks like the study of ley lines is more organized than I thought. Congratulations, Comrade Winsong. You will have the manpower you need.
Turn it on, comrade.
We can't wait.
Oh, 这张好看。
It's like digging the mine all over again.
That was the biggest achievement of my life.
Let's do this, comrades. Digging like this is no easy work. That was one powerful blow.
I think we can draw our conclusions now. Everyone, we have to admit, this is going to be a risky operation, but it's also our last chance.
to protect our land and our people. We must explore the mine. There will be danger. Yes, some of us may get hurt, but we may also find this new resource and save our Rayashki. For you, for me, for everyone. We can already expect that critters have occupied the mine. We'll just have to work together to drive them away. We dug this mine with our own machines once, and we'll do it again. This is how we've made it so far.
However old they are now, they will always be our children, right? You're good at the assembly, huh? Nikita, you're gonna be busy with the engines. Valeria, we need you for this cruise.
数天，这就是已经开始了呗，还是没开始
Miss Vila, they've been doing strange things.
Father took out a lot of old books, and he spends most of his time looking over his blueprints now. He said they will be the key to saving the town. Shame I can't read those books or help with anything.
My dad was acting strange too. He started fiddling with the bottles from under his bed again. But Mom didn't scold him this time. She even took out some of her treasures from the cabinet. Reindeer horn, noisy birch sap, golden teeth seal whiskers.
炼金
Dad said his potions would keep everyone energetic for a whole day.
Even Mr. Miser took out his wand from the safe box.
Move, kids. Good luck, Comrade Vila.
Mr. Patrick, are you doing strange things too? How to use and maintain model A050, operation manual of model circa 1562. These dusty books, they look older than me.
These old friends are our textbooks.
Do adults take exams too?
We're doing something far more important than exams, kids. We haven't used these old fellas since Zeno brought the new ones. Most of our comrades don't know how to operate them. Now is the time to put them back into use. Comrade Knut has been teaching us how to use these outdated technologies.
That's right. All the adults have been divided into many groups. Knut is leader of the engineering group, and Pasono's uncle is in the investigation group, while Nina's father has joined the potion group. All of them take part in the critter combat training at dusk every day, and we share our combat experience with each other. And everyone is working hard to explore the mine.
Ha-ha! We will be able to live on our own without Zeno!
Miss Vila, I want the town to be proud of me too.
Is there anything that we can do?
I have lots of metal toy trains. Can we make components out of them? They can spin and whistle like a minecart.
That's a great idea. I'm sure it will inspire everyone.
No, let them use mine first.
Calm down, children. I know you want to do your bit. But our future needs you. Now your job is to study hard, so Ryashki can rely on you in the future. Understand?
Oh, what about Avgust? We can't find him. He'll be so sad if he doesn't get to have a job too.
Don't worry, Nina. He is helping the town in his own way.
Ears.
Whiskers?
It's only been a few months. Can't believe the monsters have already occupied the whole place.
Well, not a problem as long as we got our mischievous little comrade. He always knows exactly where they will come out.
Things wouldn't have gone nearly as smoothly without him.
I would never have believed he could do this if Comrade Winsong hadn't endorsed him.
Never underestimate any of our comrades, big or small. Do I need to repeat that again?
Well done, Avgust.
欢迎弟弟，这是来新人了吗？35466，晚上好，晚上好。
Protected? But I was just teaching our monster friends how to dance right. They are slow learners.
Yes, that's what we want you to do. A performance with the Kikituks. Your job is to tell which critter, which
欢迎
friend
96小
is
银子，晚
dancing
上好，晚上
wrong.
好。
That's your talent, isn't it? Just like you showed us before?
Oh. But what if they dance right? Then they deserve some Alenka chocolate, don't they? Comrade Sergei, our new friend is right beside your boots. I think he is hoping to kiss them. Will you dance with him?
What?
Watch out!
Andy, another jar?
Back off! There are many more critters than we can deal with here. Many of us are injured. We must retreat.
We made the decision to come here together, Comrade Evgeny. We are so close to the depths, We must not give up now.
Alright. I know everyone's wounded. But look how far we've gone. It's been worth it, don't you think?
This is all my fault. I'm sorry.
Don't be, Comrade Winsong. You've given us a workable plan and helped us recognize our little comrade's potential. No?
He's only a child.
He's one of us, Comrade Evgeny. I will keep him safe. We aren't just digging a mine now. If we manage to find this resource, no one will have to leave. And we can continue to live together, right? These wounds are nothing compared to the glory of our future.
Again, I think this is a foolish idea.
这是不是就是文字类的？文字类的那跳过了，应该快结束了吧？多少集？还可以。
It's me.
Oh, you.
欢迎。
I want to talk.
哎，我的妈呀！欢迎比利3546653，欢迎比利35466。
I was just about to look for you, Comrade Evgeny.
回来，晚上
I
好。
found more details. Here. Trust me, they will ease your mind. More or less.
Let's skip to the point. I want you to stop your research.
其实这老哥不坏
What?
不是坏人，这就写的比较好的地方。
Our exploration has
每
only
个人
just
都有
started, yet many of our people have already been hurt.
都有自己的一个立场，但是你
Can you
又不能
promise there
说
won't be
他完全
further
做错了，
injuries
只是他
or
完全站在反面。
worse before we found this
这个挺好。
fairy tale treasure? Your so-called new resource is still unconfirmed, yet the price we've paid looking for it is already mounting. We had other options, safer options for all of us.
We just need to be better prepared. We will arm ourselves with more knowledge for next time.
I know what you're after here. The study of ley lines, right? The people here may be enthusiastic, but they are only laymen. I've spoken with someone who can help you far more.
It is good to see you, Miss Winsong. Our proud scholar of a budding, if still informal, school.
And you, the big shot from Zeno. Should I feel flattered you stopped by?
I read your files, as Mr. Evgeny suggested. You know already that Zeno has investigated many arcane cases, and been deployed to many places related to Arcanum. But we have never met anyone quite as obsessive in their study as you are.
What now? Have the big shots decided they are going to trust my studies?
While I might admire your perseverance myself, no, they're not convinced. We just wonder what you and your school have gained from this long journey.
Enough with the crap.
As you wish. First, I believe you owe Comrade Evgeny some thanks.
Huh?
The less than satisfactory results from your study may not have earned this letter from Zeno. But Comrade Evgeny insisted on us offering it to you. Once you have our recommendation, you will be able to communicate with all the renowned scholars in our lab. Your long wait for recognition will be over. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
All I ask is, stop this farce.
Wow, I am so grateful. I think I might cry. All we have to do is wait for Zeno's grace to be bestowed on us. We should be moved to tears by your mercy, no?
Putting aside your sarcasm, I would suggest you consider the danger of throwing away this opportunity. You are wasting time, effort, maybe even lives on some foolish wild goose chase. We can offer the people here a much safer and more feasible way forward. Don't you see?
And what about Ryashki?
All things come to an end. It will disappear quietly, overtaken by the wilds of this land. When the time comes. At least, it may leave a small place in the historical records. No offense intended, Mr. Evgeny.
We cannot solve the problems we're having without Zeno's help.
All of these problems will be solved as long as we find this new resource.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, Miss Vinsong. As far as Zeno is concerned, the value of this land is exhausted, fairy tale resources notwithstanding. Once we've transferred the Arcanists away, Ryashki will be abandoned. We are aware of the danger that staying here poses to these people, and it is our responsibility to save them, whether they wish to resist us or not. That's the only reason for our decision. Understand? Let's be practical. Zeno has many outstanding young people, a strong academic atmosphere, a better future. You will get the opportunity to revive your school of ley lines if you pass the exam. This will be a better choice for all of you.
Mr. Bigshot, could you use your rusted brain to think of a more noble reason than consumerism and elitism? Do you really think our desire for a better life is the only reason why we refuse to leave? You used ordinary people as a stepping stone to power and privilege. And even now you take our sacrifices for granted.
Reality is cruel.
Not you, not
Ryashki, and not even Zeno can
今
save
天还
everyone.
行，就直播前
You
喷射
will
了
have
一
to
次。
deal with that.
跳的好少说
We
晚
should
上
take what
好
is to come
晚上
as
好，
an
晚上好。
inevitable optimization of our society's development.
I know. Life may still get harder even if we find this new resource. So what? Your brand of elitism may have invaded every corner of the world, but not this town. Not yet.
I see. Most scholars like you hold the same naivete.
They refuse to leave any of their comrades behind, even if the price is their own future. What we would sacrifice ourselves for is not the study of ley lines or any other personal goals, but our dream to thrive together. To live in a bright future we all can share. As for this, I don't need it.
A leper never changes its spots.
I envy your innocence, Miss Winslow. For many years, I believed that our mission was to change the world. But when I looked up, the gate to the new world was already closed. Little Ryashki just coasted along, and I tried to keep everything the way it was. But I failed. Ryashki is doomed. All our efforts, our will, our dreams, nothing can change the creeping reality. We attempted to achieve something meaningful, something that could make history, but the spirit of the times stands against what we are building here. Not just Zeno, but the whole world. That's what reality is like. Boring, cruel, disappointing.
You are too pessimistic, Comrade Yevgeny. Zeno has tried to recruit me several times. Do you know what I've learned from all their efforts? They don't want us to explore that mine. They belittled our efforts, offered pity for Ryashki, and then planned out a promising future for us. Yet they didn't give us a hand, even when our people were injured or died. Do you really think they are so eager to stop us just because they don't want any more sacrifices? Of course not, my friend. A lesson I learned from living in their society. Never do what your enemies want you to do.
这句话不错。
Zeno is afraid of us. They are afraid that we may discover a new kindling to relight our fire. That we may burn so brightly that we grow out from their control to create our own future.
不是今天上午的时候，37度5吧，低烧。但我也没有什么特别的反应，我也不嗓子疼，我也不咳嗽，我就纯发烧。所以其实37度就其实还好。周六就 周末就不安排什么活动了，休息休息，好好睡一会儿，就不早起起来看电影，盯不住了。欢迎月下哥哥 QQ， 晚上好，晚上好。文字部分咱就不看了。我靠，这一幕半个小时，我操，牛逼！正好播完半个小时该下播了。
I haven't done any field investigation of ley energy since our school fell apart.
Don't worry, Comrade Windsong. Look, these stones are still the same stones we've always known. And don't be afraid to fail. My father told me that failure is just success and progress. Even if we cannot find this new resource or save Arayashki, we've come back here together and worked for our common goal. We have nothing to complain about.
All right.
Whatever the result, we thank you for your efforts. Now, leave the rest to us. Comrade Yuri, check the connection status. Don't forget to check the drill, Comrade Yelena.
Relax, it's much easier than opening a can with only your fingers.
Knut had grown a slender arm, one that reached places no one could, and picked up stones there. They are not like the soft, transparent stones from the sky. These are hard, as chocolate. I think they are good stuff, too. Villa said we could make them into guns and houses to help the town. But maybe we will irritate the owner of the stones?
Am I right that this sample is from 100 meters underground?
Yes. Usually we don't need to reach that deep to find runium ore.
Relax, comrades. At least it proves there is something new under Ayashki.
I have been a miner for 40 years, and one thing I know for sure is this. This is not bedrock.
It's a Kikituk's hair. The black marks are the new resource we're looking for. The red-brown ones are the Kikituks, and the bright yellow ones are their mineral-eating relatives, the Hoituks. The machine will show us the stability of the ley energy in a minute. We are at the source of the ley energy now. So the lines should have been pure.
If my eyes serve me right, I think I see bad news.
You're right. This source is like an estuary polluted beyond recovery. It is carrying too many traces, both from creatures and non-creatures. Besides, the black ore down there seems to have attracted a large number of critters, which has only worsened the pollution. A senior of mine said in his notes that in this case, it will take a push for the core to activate its self-purification system. Shoot, we got a big one.
哟，咋的了？挖得饱了。
Waves! It's seawater! We should have prepared swimming floats. Yes, but the waves won't reach us if we ride this sled.
If the late energy materializes, put in a 7.62 centimeter sea serpent bone, 3 drops of common vervain sap, and 20 milligrams of snail sawfish embryo. С ума сойти! Ух ты!
嚯！
It has a beautiful stone on its neck too. Did your father also fall asleep in the mine?
Damn! Is that the raw runium ore that Zeno has been looking for? The energy is so pure. No wonder it materialized into such a huge body.
Comrades! Defense formation! Miners! Stay behind us and evacuate!
Comrades, stand with me if you got a weapon. No matter if it's a rifle, a staff, or a shovel. Grip them tight. This is our Ryashki's future we're fighting for. We've been waiting for this, haven't we?
That's right!
Dear comrades, this is the critical moment for our town. No good weapons, no external support, but we have our friends, our family, and each other, who will never leave anyone behind.
Yes! There's nothing to be afraid of. We can always figure it out, so long as
we still have hope.
哦，打 boss 了。
Damn it! This thing is huge.
这次 boss 就比较直接，
No way.
就
Where
是
are
从
all
地
these
里挖出来
monsters
的，
hiding?
不是
the ley energy here is like a feast set out for the nearby
不
critters.
是之前认识的
None of
人
them
黑
can
化
resist
了
the。temptation.
The Kikirns are dancing, the Igiraks are singing, and the Kikituks are drawing with their breath. Is this their Tin Hat Festival?
There is nothing to be afraid of. We've got our comrades, our weapons, and our spirit.
Victory will be ours, comrades.
It's an honor to meet you.
哇，这是什么组合？曲娘。
I can hear 再开一坛，今年的新娘。
The moment inside.
我操！哎，这太细了，我靠！连中文都给改了。6。1999赶紧出那种可对单个那个 角色使用。选择语音，我曲娘想用中文语音，还有我的歌天。哇，这做太细了，这太牛逼了！突然间听多了英文，听英文有点不太熟悉。哎，还是1999已经出了，我怎么印象它出了？
错过可惜。
啊，对，那时候应该没出，弹幕都说了。
We walk in long nights.
It is here. I can hear it. 再开一盘。今年的新娘。
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opère d'excellence.
抓到了。
We made it?
Well done, comrades. I knew we could make it.
No, something's wrong. Do you feel it too, Comrade Winsong?
Shoot. The ley energy has sensed danger. It's become even more active. To deal with the pollution of other threats, the system will choose critters with potential and make them into its underlings.
Can we still defeat it this time?
Comrade Vysotsky, do not worry. Look around you. We have got your back.
Calm down. Calm down. Think hard. There must be a weakness to this creature. I can do this.
No, you're wrong, Comrade Winsong. We can do this.
快结束吧。
What a tragedy.
今年的新娘。
The moment of silence.
Soffoca il sangue. Soffoca il sangue.
让我来满上。错过可惜。
Until the torch is lit.
这次就倍速跳过了，不知道什么时候有剧情，咱不搁这儿浪费时间了。好。
Get the wounded to the back. Move.
No, it's not that bad. I can.
Don't push yourself too hard. All of our comrades are willing to fight, so we don't have to leave anyone behind. Trust me. All right. All wounded, fall back. Team 3, take their position. Lay down suppressive fire.
Comrade Vila is right. We won't leave any of our comrades on the battlefield. It'd be a shame if we didn't get to see you cry at the victory celebration.
Got it.
抓到了。停。在那。
I can speak the moment of silence. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
死了。
It.
Good job, comrades. They will be talking about this day for decades.
I didn't expect that energy from you, Comrade Yuri. See? I don't only build houses, I also build this rock-solid body.
Make a head count of the wounded, and check our remaining supplies. We will need to work in groups of 3 in case the critters come back. Thank you, comrades. All of you. The glory goes to every one of us.
Victory secure. I should
这
excuse
BGM
myself.
不错，挺燃的。
Did we make it?
After we drove the critters away, the self-purification system began to run slower.
Haha! Time to go all out. Let's go, comrades.
For a brighter future! Here! We need to move him to the back!
Its energy has not run out yet. What on earth? It's the ore! Damn it, don't tell me it's still powering this thing.
I see. So we just break that stone, and it's over, right?
Yes, theoretically.
Leave it to me! I'm the marksman here. Just need to get a little closer. Little closer. Comrade Adrian, Comrade Daniel, and I will go with you. There may be something we can do.
Okay.
Comrades, watch out! No!
Fall back! Fall back! Believe! Our attacks cannot break the stone at all!
Comrade Winsor! What is going on?
The cycle of ley energy is long. It may take months, years, or even longer than that to return to its source. As long as that ore remains on its neck, the ley energy will continue with the purification until it wipes out everything around.
So all we can do is wait?
For our own safety, we'd better stay out of this area until it completely returns to the source.
Uh-oh.
I should have seen this coming. I'm so sorry.
Comrade Patrick, Comrade Nikita, you're not down yet, right? Anyone else? We still got the digger, the crane, and our own string. Let's try harder. It's nothing more than a stupid stone. We can do this. That's our last chance.
Stop this senseless sacrifice, Comrade Knut. It's pointless to keep going.
But to save Ryashki is also your dream, no? Our little one from afar swore she would unite all of us, no matter who we are or where we're from. We must keep all that in our minds. How can we give up now?
I'm so happy I came here and made friends with all of you, comrades. You each have a kind heart and a strong will. Before I met you, my dream was only a joke to the Adrasaki. But you've shown me it isn't unreachable. Now it feels so real and heartwarming. Sometimes I almost forget that you see the fins and scales on my body. That's why I don't want you to sacrifice yourself for nothing. I don't want to lose you. What we want is to stay together. That's why we're fighting to save Ryashki, right?
Kyoto.
These swans have lost their feathers. Are we still able to reach the sky?
I must thank you, Comrade Windsong. You've rekindled something in me, in us. I will tell you that I read some papers on your ley lines after that night. It holds some great ideas, I admit. You and Ryashki deserve a better future.
我操，高能来了，咋的了？哟，还有小动画。而且他不会要开飞机撞了。
Comrades, I want you to know, I recommended you to Zeno only because I was worried for your future. I did not want you to be stuck in a dying town. And it gives me pain to see how brave and determined you all have been. I won't let any of you die here.
Yevgeny, what are you doing?
The sad thing is, I took a very different path long ago. But what does it matter now? Ryashki is proud of you. I am proud of you. You will continue to build the new world of your dreams. Our dream, no matter where or when. I will always be there with you. Seize the opportunity. Vila, Windsong, my comrades!
这块就是整成这个。
Природа — это числа и черты.
直接属于是炸没了。
Comrade Yevgeny.
This is not fair! Just because he was the only pilot here doesn't mean he could make that decision alone. We should have had a boat.
We fixed that fighter together. That asshole left us behind.
But he will always be our comrade, right?
Dr. Yevgeny, salute!
But where is the sea swallow?
He flew into the future, child. The future will all reach one day.
《欧科前进进行曲》哟，这个是后面还有小点剧情。
Comrade Yevgeny.
这段就没配音了，咋回事？这段看完这段，咱就准备撤退了，准备下播啊。应该属于后日记。OK， 这次咱就结束了。我把这个暂停一下，我把游戏打一下，咱就完事儿了，咱就完事儿了。我把游戏清一清，我那个那个时间倒计时应该到了。
Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
该到点了，这咱就跳过了。大把手，什么东西？擅长计划，擅长计划，哥们是你吗？啊，擅长计划，我怎么知道谁擅长计划？谁他妈擅长计划？我操，这他妈随机组合呢？是不是14行诗啊？14行诗呢？哎，我操，他妈天才！我操，我真他妈小天才！我真的是，这俩人都属于那种打后勤的。OK， 下播喽，大家拜拜，大家拜拜，明天见，明天见，明天见，明天见，大家拜拜拜拜拜拜。